Single article, component single article, here it is Levis jeans, is in outlet. Outlet in app component. Changing category, click in article. Article, changing article is in outlet is now. Okay, all this you will find in address below, in description below video, and like for other links, here it is what ChatGPT coded for me. All this e-commerce until now, I call e-retail public until now, and e-retail admin also programmed ChatGPT. But I know all what ChatGPT programmed, and in some places, in some moment, I must include and said concretely ChatGPT what I want and what is wrong. Okay, let's see for this last coding about single article single, I call it article single. Here it is. When we click here in category article, it is department details. Department details left. Here it is, department details. In address, I have department and category. Department and category. Okay, can I? And when I click on some, of course, on some category, I have in link department and category. Also, in outlet, what is it? This in outlet, it is category article. It is all article correspond with category number, category ID 4. If I change, this is all article. Here it is, all article correspond to category 3. And this moment, I have two parameters in address, department and category. Departments, can I click in departments? And category. When I have that two, departments and category, I see what I see on the screen. In outlet, go article for category 5. Category article. I call that category article. Where we decide about it, about who go to outlet, decided in index.js. In index.js, here it is. Root department ID, category ID, two parameters, department ID, category ID. In outlet, go category articles. In article, go category articles. Here it is, category articles. This in index now, when we decided about outlet, and outlet is part of, outlet is space where go a component, who decided, variable component, who decided here in index. Here is a root app. Here it is app fundamental component, and all this is inside is about outlet. App always would be is a fundament. It is a base for component what go to outlet, and component what stay permanently on app. Here in index.js, between these two root, between two this open and closed, because outside of this here can be other. It is outside of app. But now inside the app, we have outlet, and we must decide. First time in outlet, we see article list. For department ID, only one parameter, we see also article list in outlet. Don't confuse outlet and left side, sidebar, and the topic. Left and topic is fixed with the logic if we need some changes. Okay, with the department and category, with the two, in outlet go category articles. And with the three article, department ID, category ID, and article ID, right go article single. In outlet go article single. When we look in import, top, you see here in import, we import only category. Of course, it is fundamental category component. Only category what go to outlets. Outlet, article list, article single, article list, article single, and category articles, and category articles. That three component go to outlet, and only that component is here. Component as on app, when we see app component, it is index.js, it is configuration file. It is not component, it is configuration file. It is only JS. It is not JSX. There is no HTML here. Okay, go to app. Here it is app. In app, we have, look at, we have element outlet, component outlet, department. Here is, it is variable. About that variable, what component would be in outlet decided in index.js. Here it is department list, category list, and department details. It is not a good name, but stay like it. When I didn't change it at first, it decided ChatGPT. Better name is department category. Department category, because for one department, when we click in one department in sidebar, we will see category. What corresponds, that correspond with department ID. Because of that, department singular, categories plural. It would be better name. But I will write a book about this job, and in that book, it was every book, my book, what I write, it would be like documentation for me, personal for me. When I want to look at how solution and how coded, I look in that book. And because of that, in that book, I see department details not confused me. And the book is something excellent because nothing what I program now, but I didn't memorize. I understand. ChatGPT coded, but I didn't memorize. And sometimes when I get look at in code and see some names, what is confused, department details, it is totally ideal example about wrong names, department categories, not department details. Okay, maybe stay that name for like example. Okay, we use it like example wrong name. And okay, here is import component. What fix state on the app fundamental, and outlet is space where coming component declare by root to outlet from index.js. You see, we have 3 components, but we have 2 places. We have topic, and in topic is always department list. But left side, sidebar, what we call, it is category list, sometimes department list. When I click in department, at home page, domain name is the root name, we see category list left. In topic would be always all departments list, all departments. Left would be category list, it is all category. But when we click on department would be department details, department details. It is category what correspond with that department. How we solve it? Let's get C in up, down. It means we don't need here. Here it is in header, top. We have departments list. It is horizontal. Left side, aside, here it is aside. A name of that HTML element. It is aside, it is HTML element. The department ID, it means ternary. Department ID, if exists department ID, question mark means all after question mark would happen. Contrary, all behind the column would be visible. If department ID exists, we see departments, it means if we click on department, we see department details inside left. Contrary, we see category list. It is logic by ternary. It is if-else structure in imperative programming. Here is for declarative programming. Ternary is better option for coding. Ternary. It is three section before question mark, after question mark, and after columns. Okay, but can be like if else. Also here we can repeat the question mark, and construction can be complex. Here is category list. Aside finished here, and in outlet coming what we decided by root in index. We can see that changes department list, category list. Let's see. Here it is. Home page is, I didn't create link home because I have only basic structure, departments, category, and articles. And here is a root. Left in a side div is all categories list. In outlet is articles list. It is all articles. And the top horizontal is all department. It is all like departments list. When I click in department, it means logic ternary department ID question mark. If exist like now in address, you look at department number 3, ID 3. Left, this is department details. It is category, what correspond with, this is category, what correspond with concretely department ID, department 3. Now I can click the right side. All the time is article list. It means departments don't move, don't changes. Article list in outlet don't changes. It is in address, it is only one parameter, department 3. For that one parameter, department stay like it, article list stay like it. And now, when I click in category, left here, in category, I would have a second parameter in address, parameter category ID. Okay, I click. Now, when we have in address two parameters, department category, in outlet go category articles. You cannot learn it without pen and paper and create note, and after that go in code, and by that note look at in code how it is coded, that root in index. Yeah, it is impossible because lot of details. Okay, category articles. It is here. It means for category 5, for one category, we have all articles what correspond with category 5. I change, click other, now category 6. All articles what correspond with category 6. And last, I click in some article, concretely article, and that moment we have 3 parameters in address. We have department, category, and article. 3 parameters. Category department, that three parameters we need that we have visible left. I decided that I have left department's details, that this left side stay until I don't change department. But when I change this article and category, not changes left side. But when I click on department, left side changes, category 4 concretely that. And of course, in outlet go all article list. But now when I click on category, I have category articles in outlet, category articles in outlet. Click in category articles in concretely article. I have, it is last station, it is article, it is landing page. Here would be images about article, description of article, and all what we need about that article, and button put to basket or buy, article buy, button buy. It is next phase of programming. Programming basket and invoice. Okay, now it is a story from, look at from this side. Now we go to coding. We have click on department. We have one department, one parameter in address. Where that address coded, that path, that one parameter, where it is coded in the department list. Department list. Look at where I click in department list. Where is link? Link is department list. Department list. And the department list coding, it is a link from React library, a link like React element link, not href, but link React element. And a click on that, I have left department details. Now, when I click on category here in department list, I have a second parameter, department, and new parameter category, where that links created. That links created in component department details, because this is this component, department details, and the link where we have more links for. And this category, when I click on this category in address, I have a second parameter category, and department details. It is here parameter. It is created link path with the two parameter. And now when I click on article, it is stood where it is created that link with the three parameters. How we call that component? Call category single articles. Category articles. It is category articles. And here, there's articles. When I click, we have three parameters on top or visible in address bar. And now it is last station. It is landing page of article iPhone, concretely 14. And what we see in outlet now, it is article single. Article single. and it is in a landing page. Article single. Article single, there is no links. But in address, we have an address of 3 parameters. We need 3 parameters. Concretely here, we use 3 parameters to go to article single. Article single. We go to now. I'm going to code now. In code, I spoke now about single article. Single article. It is in index.js. Single article. Index.js. Article single. Here it is. We must import article single here. And that article single is, of course, in article map. And here it is article single. We must code it, but for me, coded ChatGPT. We will see it. But here it is import in index.js. Why? Because article single go to outlet and must go in index, and when go to outlet, when we have 3 parameters, we must write this root for single article using department and category, 3 parameter is in address. We need article single go to outlet. Take care, this path, this route. It is not where we decided, it is not what we see, not because it is written here. We see 3 parameters in address because we write it, coded it, link in category articles. Let's see category articles. Category articles. Category articles. Category. Category list. Category articles is in articles category. Here it is category articles. Let's get down to see. Here it is link. Articles array, map methods, and here in arrow function article, it is parameter of arrow function. Every article in articles array will go through this coding. It means through link. Here is article ID for key, and article name we use like link. And here is React elements link. Link to, and here is link to instead a href. A href would call all page, all component together, call again to rendering. But link to render it only call only component. Only component. Look at this link. Creation of this link, I said wrong. Link is link, but that link call component. But it is not here, that component, there is no here. Here is only link. We created a link, open element, link closed element. Visible would be article name, And the link with props, here it is props 2, would be department is string, and here is a dollar department ID in curly brackets also. Slash category, string, and slash dollar curly brackets category ID. And it is variable. And the article slash dollar article string dollar curly braces article ID variable. Three variable, three strings. It is in backstick. Here it is backstick inside of backstick. It is template literal. Template literal, we call this construction between backstick. And what means that we can type variable and string together inside that backstick, inside of that template literal. It is excellent to write syntax like that, and that possibility without plus, etc., and a lot of quote, double quote, single quote, etc. This is a link. Here we created a link, but calling component for rendering, it is not here. There is no component here, only link. But in index.js, here is a calling root department, this root call component, path, department ID, category ID, article ID, all that syntax you look at. Element, two props, path, React element, root. There is two props, path. We write code like we coded path, and element, props element equaling curly brackets article single. It is calling. Article single is functional component, and this is calling. This is syntax for calling article single, calling component. Okay, when we click, it means that when we click on category articles, when we click on article, we call article single. And now I can go to article single to see all this. I repeat it a lot of time, coded ChatGPT by my prompts, but very simple prompt. Article single, left side. Article is inside of the article folder. Article single, here it is. Article single slice. It means article single, there is a separate physical isolate article slice. It means there is a state in store also. Okay, we are now in article single. What article single? Article single must show in outlet? Okay, must display, present article name, description, photo, etc. And look at what we must import. We must use params. It is hook by what we take article ID. from address, because we must said we must need article ID for SQL query in backend. SQL query would be sent to database, and database know which article we want. How? By article ID. Article ID, it is a unique identifier every article. Unique identifier. And use params hook is hook by what we take. Look at here. We declare article ID. It is also the structure. It is the structured assignment. The structured assignment. When right side is some function, like now we use params, and left side variable. Here is only one variable, article ID, and the default value of article ID is nothing, empty place here. Now we have article ID, and now we can dispatch fetch article by ID. Fetch article. Name said all. Fetch article by ID. It is one article. We expect one article by ID, and we send like parameter. We send article ID. We call tank. It is tank function. Fetch article by ID. Here was some confused status management. Idle, succeed, reject, failed. And when we work, all this coding ChatGPT, when we work, we didn't change article. And because of that, ChatGPT said me that one more use effect, and I take it like it. Didn't thinking a lot of about that, but it is not good solution, but it working, and because when finished, when we have idle is look at status. Idle is condition for dispatch fetch article by ID. But when we have, after that, we have pending, type, action, fulfilled, unfulfilled, and status equal from loading, idle, loading, and succeeded. But when it is succeeded, when I change article, that succeeded stop give me that new article. And now all this use artificial said, okay, one more use effect, and I look at how it is solved. But we didn't need it before. This is status loading failed, and where is status succeeded? I don't see here status this succeeded, and of course this article single one times, or when you work it, you can refactoring it. It is a name for recoding it. Okay. Some code, there is some code because code at first was wrong. There is some error, and I said artificial. I don't include my cognitive energy. When I have ChatGPT and I ChatGPT, what is error, and ChatGPT added the code for control for console log, etc. And here it is. We have name, description, and the image. Image one, image two, image for one for every article single. It means address is category articles on with three parameters is on article parameter category articles. When click on article, we call by index.js root, we call article single. It means when we click to article address, article link, at moment we call article single. Loaded and rendered in outlet. Rendered and loaded in outlet. Click on the article, we call article single. How we call it? We call because every article because we have three when we click on article, we have third parameter in address. That third parameter in address is article ID. Where we click in category article component. And when we click in category article component, it is third parameter, reason for third parameter. And that third parameter in address by index root call article single. By index root call article single. Index means in index, that root in index means if happen this, call this in outlet. If happen, every root, if we see in address three parameter, call article single. And calling our article single go to render, initial rendering. Interesting, article single. Article single, look at article single slice. Article single slice. There is a declaration of tank, and that tank need article ID, proceed to backend. But here it is interesting. Interesting here, name is article single. It would be name in a store, separate state for article single. But look at, it is not array. It is not array, it is null. Why? Because one article and the result here is object. Article is object and not array. And initial value is null. Null. Also error here is null because it is also object. It is some string, some message. And here is a null. All that program ChatGPT, not me. It is. I didn't see it first time. Now I look at in it, and I only copy and put in if work. I go ahead sometime, look at sometime no. But of course, we need look, we need change, like name can be very like that more reducers moment ago. What I see, all it we must correct for the future, for better maintenance and for principle, solid principles. ChatGPT, take care about it. But look at through this my video that sometimes ChatGPT create create bad code. Okay. Here is in reducer, we now have a look at state status idle. It is reset status. We reset to idle. Here, reducer. And here is a normal extra reducer with the three pending, fulfilled, and rejected. And single, article single, call backend. This tank communicate with backend. Name of backend. Name of backend is in address. In address. Here it is. Address is hypertext transfer protocol. It is here in my computer, MySQL platform, server. Article ID. Very simple. Article ID. Also, altogether is inside of backstick. It is literal, template literal, because a string and variable we write simple together. Here it is backstick. Article ID. I can go to backend. Backend is Express. Here it is. Okay, here it is. Article, and here it is ID, column ID. It is syntax for it. And here is select. Select article from article, left join category article, and if you control this question mark instead of question mark, would be this constant ID placed. Question mark, here is execution of query, and first go with the question mark, with empty place, like formula to MySQL, and after that go value, only ID, concretely value. Don't go together. It is security against injection. All that is in backstick, in backstick. In backstick here. And query execution, we have results. In results, we have that one object. That results go to response. Response must be here if all is good. Response. And that article, it is article Okay, here is okay, separate analyze about this concretely. It is in result. Result is always what coming from my MySQL database. In this moment, it must be article. In JSON form, it go to response who request that now received response. And in response is one article, and thank dispatch that article at first dispatch pending type of action. It is waiting for connect for complete solution. And second complete solution means fulfilled if all is okay. Fulfilled that coming payload. Payload is that concretely article, and dispatch that payload article to store, to Redux, to reducer, function reducer, concretely single article single reducer. Let's get see to to store. Here it is. Article single reducer. When coming to reducer, it is momentary visible in article single. How? By use selector. Because on this article single, use selector hook is connected and listens same moment. It is like equal. Article single reducer equal variable on the single article single. Let's get see variable article single, article slice, article single. Here it is. Article listening use selector and state inside it, arrow function, state equal state. Here it is. Article single article. There is no problem with confusion now. When every state there is a separate state in Redux. Separate state in Redux. Article single. Also status and error. Status and error. And what is initial value? It is what is initial value of article single? It is article single slice visible. Article single slice visible. Initial value is null. Article null. Idle null. Initial value is always first render, and that initial value is in index in a store. Look at here, store, and all that state is created. All it is initial state at first created in index in store, and all that is a slice. It is reducer. Every slice is reducer. Reducer for that, it is function for that state, concretely state. And it would be created at first, then any component start rendering. Where it is decided in index, of course, when components start rendered, they find initial state. Every component depend about state, find initial state and rendered initial state. After was mounted, finished rendering initial state, call was mounted event, call use effect, and use effect dispatch tank. The tank communicate with backend in Express, and that backend send query to database. Database understand SQL query and send result to Express backend. Backend response to tank for front end, and the tank dispatch it to slice to reducer at first pending type action, and after that send fulfilled type action, what means payload go to reducer, and changes in combination with state before, copy of state before, actual state, create new state, and the actual state don't be touched. It is because working with copy of actual state, and that's way working with copy of actual state, changing copy. It is immutable way of mutation, immutable way of mutation. Okay, we see complete circle. Web address, link is a start point. Here, link was we see article, and article is last station, and I click in article, concretely article, and it is article ID in address, and it is automatically index call index root call article single, and article single render initial times by use effect dispatch tank function. Tank function communicate with backend. Tank function is front end, communicate with backend. Backend send the query, SQL query database in object result send back concretely article object. Express backend send for front end that article, and front end tank one sending dispatch it to store. And when it coming in store, in slice, in reducer, same moment use selector hook, transmit it to our variable articles, and that articles and we have name, description, all what that object bring to us and display on the screen. Okay, I overview show where store coming before all others rendering component. Store is also configuration file. Store up here it is store. Okay, store is, but index configuration of index bring store before any rendering, before starting fundamental component up, where it is index.js. index.js. Look at here, provider. When we root render, provider, it is a React element, what we import from package React Redux. And that provider coming in give us possibility use dispatch, use selector. And also here is a props store and coming here store. It means it is call for store. It is calling from provider. Calling, it means processing provider. Processing store means put in memory initial value of all that state. And after that, here we would be called app fundamental component and start rendering. When we have all installed and waiting, store waiting in memory, start rendering app and all component on that app, child, grandchild, etc. About what we spoke. Again, links, click on links. We decided of that process inside our application. We user govern, user go through our data and govern what want to see on the screen. But every click is separate circulation of separate circulation, data flow. From link, click on link is data article ID, and that article ID means index means would be created web address with the three parameter. Index call ArticleSingle. Index call same moment when in address we have article ID. That moment index by root call index by root call ArticleSingle. Here it is, ArticleSingle. And all after that, we have rendered, initial rendered, use effect call, tongue function call, express backend, backend call, send query to MySQL result, send object result, concretely in result would be article, concretely object article. Result go to response object, and with the response object go to request side, front end. Front end is tongue dispatch, pending type action, fulfill type action, and after fulfill type action, that article is visible in and rendered, and on the screen in outlet we see all data about article, concretely article what we want to see. Okay, Black Friday. Black Friday is near and close, and we must finish this e-commerce to be ready for that day. Okay, it's all for this video. My name is I am IK here, and thank you for watching this video. If you have some friends that need a video like this, send them about this. Subscribe, like, comment, engage. that our community grow around this playlist, around this video. Okay, see you next time.